What's up, guys? It is NutJukes here. Before we continue with this video, please do hit a like and subscribe because I'm about to teach you some awesome tips and tricks how to rotate on the map. You could be any skilled player and this could benefit you immensely. So I stream on Facebook Gaming for 8 hours every single day and you could probably learn a thing or two. So please click the link in the description and check me out and give me a follow on there. Now, straight to the point. Hello, my name's Luke. Give me a subscribe and make sure to also listen to everything. If you miss something, you're going to find this a little bit difficult. So do not go anywhere, listen, and I will teach you everything you need to know. You'll notice the map behind me. I'm going to give you some examples now. Okay, so this is actually a bad example of me during the game of doing a bad rotation. See on the map? If you didn't see it, I think on the replay there for my video. So if you do a replay, you know, there's a bounty there, and it's just been taken. Just collected that bounty down on the floor. Now, I'm getting out, and I'm going to have to challenge whoever that guy is that got the bounty. This is important because we know the man is over there. I'm rushing. We know the guy probably saw me because of the vehicle on the map in the corner. Then I feel like I get sniped from downtown. I have not had enough experience. I'm going to take the risk, actually. Taking the risk was the worst thing you could do sometimes. See? Yeah, it was easy for me to get killed. And that there is what you call a poor rotation.
No, unacceptable.
This is me jumping straight out of the cargo. The tactic, you see, it's a very good tactic, the helicopter. He's going to try and chop me off. Let's see if we can teach you guys about why. A good example of a rotation is using the crates. Come down. Now, as an overall rotation as it goes, this isn't really like a super rotation. This is more like just messing around with a player. See him get out of his helicopter? I will speed this up. But you can see how he just keeps coming at me. Wants to come out in the open. I'm in the open now, sweet cheeks. Hello. It's going on for a little while now. Get shot from someone else. Oh, I'm being sniped from behind. That doesn't help. Yeah. Good example, though. Still here. Now, I could actually... If I was, like, trying to be a bit too much pride, you'd go out there in the middle, try and take extra shots out of him. But I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking consciously about staying alive. To go on for this long? You've literally spent far too much time. Are you trying to say you can't outrun me? Being shot by someone else now. Yeah, and now I steal this, and I switch you. And taking the helicopter. Now I'm rotating around and thinking, everyone's still landing. Can I get a shot? And another shot. And that's another example of why the helicopter's a brilliant start.
Acceptable.
Now I'm still in the helicopter, showing off. And now I made all good examples. And now I'm like, oh, I'm going to go do a bad example. There's already a helicopter fight going on over there. This is a really good example showing you about helicopters. Helicopter just got blown up by a rocket. What am I doing? There was a guy up here. Why am I still going over there? Like, it's obvious that it's bad. Like, look, I had bad health. Like, what am I doing? Like, I thought this was a good... Because I showed off because of the good example. And I ruin it all because of that exact reason.
No, unacceptable.
You'll notice that this helicopter start on solos is actually really helpful for chopping up any enemies. Like, both 2 times. 2 separate games. Actually, they're one game after another, actually. Superstore is always the best place to get money. You'll see that guy up there. He was reluctant. However, if I just aim it right, I can kamikaze this plane and kill him and not have... they've changed the area of effect, meaning the area of attack. So it's not as good as it used to be. But, yeah. Not a bad rotation with the helicopter, though. It's just an example of you using the helicopter. There you go.
Acceptable.
Okay, so don't take the piss out of me. I'm not like the weatherman whatsoever. This is the Warzone map. You'll notice over here, you got stadium, you got farmland, and you got the white circle that goes all the way around. Now, a good technique is to do a Bermuda triangle in the middle of the center of the circle of all circles, right? So at the moment, in my opinion, this would probably be, if it was smaller, probably go to Superstore, all the way to the edge, yeah, down towards Promenade East and Hills. And then it would do another little circle, and then you do another little circle, and you just keep doing a Bermuda triangle and picking one of the 3. And then you basically will then learn what a rotation is. And if you don't know what a rotation is, at least the video will help you get better at the game. My objective, dead silence. He's running in, because I know the audio is going to come through here. And because I had a shotgun, I took the risk and just went for it. But it was all that was sound whoring down to max. Okay, so understanding all the ins and outs. See on the map, I can see there's another guy downstairs in that same position. I could probably run back now. I've got another dead silence if I wish to. Yeah, and I'll go straight back under, and there'll be another guy in the same position where I've killed, probably based on the red dot. Okay, he might be outside. I'm walking it so he doesn't hear me. No, there's no player. Close the doors just because it activates as another breach sound effect, as an example. This is if I'm being really anal and trying to just be like, this is my building. This is my multiplayer map. And the chests as well, they don't change in any position in the game. The chests are always in the same positions. Whether or not they choose to spawn there or not, it's really easy because you can just hear, like, I know there's no chest here. So I'm just going to go, not going to go to that area. I can, hold on. No sound effect. I'll go up the lift. Okay. All right. So it was... Killed that guy. I think there's a player over at news station. This is where the helicopter will come in handy, but I don't really want to go there yet. I haven't dominated the building yet.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Basically, it means I haven't collected all the money and I'm not comfortable with everything yet. Because, you know, this, again, remember me teaching you about each and every area is like their own unique multiplayer map. And you need to get good with it. There we go. Got an extra dead silence if I needed it. What am I going to use that for? Got my extra load of money. That's an extra 2,500 on the back. So $500. You can get yourself a cluster strike. If I get myself a recon, if I wanted to do that. However, I don't intend to actually be here any longer. But based on the fact that I'm going to play for the dub, all right, I'll get the recon. I also remember that player that was over there. I'm going to go ahead and got my 5 plates. I've got myself no loadout. I could go for loadout. Now, if I was being super anal and just going for the win, I would go for my loadout. But because I know that that guy over there doesn't have a loadout based on the weapons that he was shooting me with, I'm going to be a hero and see if I can bait him, see if he's still over there, just to get confirmation. If not, we're going to go back to the helicopter gameplay. I've got myself a shotgun, which I can instantly get out, knowing how it fires at the moment. I'll check to see if he's over here. Likelihood is he might not be, or he's still in the building but not on the roof. Okay, it doesn't look like he's on the roof. He knows I'm going for him because you can see the actual emote of the helicopter flying over the building. My recon's in there. I'll give myself a minute just to see if he's up for it. Because I can tell you, people, yeah, the hungry killers on these skill-based matchmakings, they definitely want a bit every now and then. Whether it be poking for the window. All right, I got myself a loadout. Now, being patient has saved me a load of money just to get myself my loadout. I got my helicopter, which increases the chances of safety in this whole scenario, because if I get shot at, I'm even more okay. Okay. Okay, he's going to be going for my helicopter, by the way. And I'm going to kill him straight off the rip. Rip helicopter, but rip you. And I already knew he was doing that based on the fact that he was trying to be cheeky. He basically was trying to say, I'm going to get your helicopter. Nah, 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 nah. But I went, I don't really need my helicopter. Nah, 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 f you. Now, that's just basic map statistics and obviously very easy. Now, if you decided to land at the top down here, you always need to look at the ridges of the map. So for example, you see this little squiggly line? You can notice if you were above. At all times, you want to be on high ground, not from a building, but from an elevated point on the mountains that just gives you a very perfect place to not get flanked from your left and your right. You always need to work on the basis of not being flanked from your left and the right. You're about to see in the video. Bounty Hunter could do one or two things to be a pain in the ass. He could steal my my truck, which I would have done, and then I would have waited across the bridge. The guy's got 3 stars, so he's trying to come and get me. He's got a thing on the radar. He doesn't actually know where I was. That was a big noob. That was a big noob. He would have had a gas mask as well. He paid me the money. I lost my contract because of that ass. That kind of sucks, and I nearly did it. But it just comes to show that I could have, had he not been there, would have got a flag contract and I would have been better off. Now, remember what I was talking about the truck. So every time you get into the truck, whether that be a truck rotation, you want to look at the health. I now know, based on this health, if the follower thing was to disappear, you can see that it's on 3/4. It will die on one explosive, and there's nothing you can say or do about it. Not what ifs or ever. It is the same as every single vehicle. Now, the vehicle can be used as a deterrent because most people are intimidated by trucks. I landed at, downtown, got my helicopter, showed you that example, and I'm purely now continuing on to show you the rotation. So as you notice, I'm rotating out the circle. There's no reason for any player to be here. There's no reason. So I'm now here because I'm that reason. I've got all the money. I've got my gas mask. I'm being sniped. This guy sniped me. Right, he's got a sniper. He sniped a truck. Well, that teaches me this man just sniped a freaking truck. And that... just a little bit of education. Anyone that snipes a truck in the meters that he sniped me instantly tells me that no matter how good this player is, and he was, and now he's dead. So now I will go ahead and be out in the area which I said there would be no one. I got another kill on the board. No, a bit extra money. There's a truck there. I'm reading notes on my map, always looking at my map, always picking it up, right? Just trying to read the map. If you don't read the map, you don't understand the rotation. Yeah, okay, I go, right, high ground. Very nasty. If I go over the brow of this hill and there's a guy with a rocket, game over. But I'm ready to get out of the car if necessary. Ready? I'm looking around just to see if I can see the player. There's a fresh truck. Is there a player? Is there a player? I'm going to do a double switch truck. Check the health. Oh, there's less health. Even more scary. The gamble wasn't worth it. Even though I'm still alive, gamble was not worth it. My truck's down there, which I dove, so I know there. The players could easily camp in these buildings on this construction site. But what I'm doing right now is just driving. There you go. I've been shot now. Been shot, but where? Where have I been shot? I've been shot again. Another sniper. Okay, he's on the hill. He could snipe me, do the old wiggle. Yeah, and the closer I get to him, yeah, he's going to go for the explosion. I can already see his rotation. He's rotating up. Oh, he doesn't have an explosion. Otherwise, he would have got up and rotate, aim, rip. Done. And what that did was the truck, and the reason why I use the truck, not for running over, I use it for seeing where the enemy is. Like, I knew exactly what he was doing, almost low-key what he was thinking, just because of how I positioned the truck. If he wanted to kill me, he'd be, I'm gonna kill him right now, and he chased me. If it had a rocket launcher, I would have got out and ran. Yeah, but because he kind of like hid a little bit, I knew he didn't have an explosion. It was almost like I read the player. But one thing I did say I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get this flag. Now, I can see on the map as well, by the buyout, that there's a quad bike. He knows that I'm here, because if I can see him on the map, he can see me on the map. Get my flag.
Objective updated.
One of the best things about a vehicle as well, if you have a fully leveled up quad, if this guy wants to kill, he's thinking about the rotation. Now, I can out-rotate this guy. If I want to be I can out-rotate this guy. That guy's thinking about the truck. He's thinking, I'll get in the truck. No, he's obviously not going to think about it. I can drive. If I get my stats recharged just in time, he knows that I'm going for him. There's vehicle sanctuary right over here. How many statues? I get out early. I know that there's 2 statues. I can see that he's got out. I see that the rotation, he knows that I've got out. He's going to be peering over. Where did he rotate? Okay, if I want to be 100% sure, has he labeled me? He blew up the rocket. See, I knew that there was something fishy going on over there. He's gone for the rocket launcher. I'm now in the running line. Means that I've got the advantage. He's rotated down. He's there. I've already marked him just to give myself a little bit of fresh air. I'm rotating right in the line. If the car tries to go for me, which it will, I'm going to go for the statue. He knows where I am. He's aiming in. I get the kill, take him round, and get the double kill right off the rip. Okay, and that's purely watching the map. I check the quad bike. I see that the guy's behind me. The guy's gone back for his loot because he's pants, and he should be nearly dead. He's now dead. There's a triple kill off the rip. Purely reading the map, and I'm in the line. I'm in front of the enemy at all times. I get the UAV, which I didn't have to buy, and I've got the extra money if I need. I know that there's no one near me, and I didn't even get hit in that whole situation at all. So you probably already watched the video already, and you're seeing certain rotations. Now, a good point is, at the beginning of the video, you'll notice I always go to Superstore because it's the hardest place in the game. Now, each and every area, Superstore, train station, boneyard, is their own unique multiplayer map with their own unique running lines. and you need to sort of be an intertwined mesh multiple maps together and mesh multiple running lines. Now, if you don't really think about that and you're not a person that thinks of running lines, you are going to find it difficult. You almost need to think of every area is their own multiplayer map intertwined to other multiplayer maps. Circle likes to mess around with those different multiplayer maps. Hit. Bermuda Triangle, kind of know where I need to go before it happens. Hit. Also, each unique area has its own running lines, and you're going to adapt to those. Pick. You start ticking these off, and you start getting better and better and better, intertwining with good weapons and stuff, you're good to go. The rotations are always all about the circle. If you're on the edge of the circle, you're screwed at every single point if you're trying to go for the win purely, right? Anyone at edge of the circle is just going for kills, and that's the dead truth about it. If you want to be safe, you always are in the middle at all times. Comes in again, getting a little bit closer. I know that there's a guy down there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 10 enemies remaining that have got ghosts. And you're always at high ground and you're always working. You'll see during this video in different parts how to get to high ground. So if it's at the final at Pro Mode West, you'll be good to go. And this is just a cheeky little start example on how to rotate to different areas, different circles, and we're good to go. We have the elevated point on the hill to get that. Now the UAV's out again. Now I could go ahead and get some more money, but there's no buyout station that's worth getting. Buyout stations are also the most intensive place to go. Everyone wants to go to the buyout station, often because either they've died by the gulag, they've come back, and let's say out of those 13 enemies, since one counts as me, most of those players are newbies. Double assault rifle loadout. That's why it's superior. Dead off the rip. Double assault rifle loadout is the new meta in the game if you play tactically. There's a sniper rifle that's trying to get a free shot. I'm not going to let him get that free shot on me, but he's a camper. That's fine. Let him camp. That's part of the game. But that building will not be in the circle any longer. So I'm thinking, right, if that circle is going to move, and he is a sniper, and he does know where I am, and if the circle's going to move, I'm going to position myself just in a little place where when the circle moves in, he's going to be on my left, okay? So there's 8 enemies remaining. I know that my loadout's there if I need it. I know that the sniper player's there, but I'm purposely here just waiting for this next circle. Now, if it's on him, nothing I can do about that. That's RNG. Right, so I know he has to come out of that area now, and he knows that too. So I could do one of two things. I could be I go up on top of the wall, risk it, but then you're looking at statues and explosives being killed by. But if I wait just here, if he decides to rotate there or there, it gives me that chance. So I'm going to use this line knowing that there's no enemy on my right because I cleared that and came from that rotation. I'm going to wait to my left just here just to see if he does rotate in. Now, he might go right all the way up there. And do you know what? He's now peered in the area that I thought it was. Now, I can choose. He's going to go for the snipe, to use a cluster strike if I wanted to. Yeah, but he's going to pick from there now, and I have to be super careful to my right, which is annoying because he's going to go right here, and gas is closing in. Get my sensor just for one luck. No, there's nothing here. This is my enemy, and I have to kill him quick and concise, and no bull. So enemy UAV, and here you go. He's gone for it. He's gone for that poke. Quick and concise. Go for the reload because this is OP. That's fine.
Target's marked. You're cleared hot.
I run into the gas for a second. Or the rest. They've got my gap running line. And he's decided to do the artillery strike. I did an artillery strike back at him. He's getting probably shot by someone else. He might rotate in. And that was a very good move for him to do. I missed my shots because of a little bit nervous. Not going to lie. You know, it'd be a beautiful video. I think he just might have been killed. He's in a fight right now. 5 enemies remaining. No one's, if the circle's there, no one's going to rotate towards me. It makes no sense if someone's over there to come and cross that to come get me. Doesn't. So I'm going to gamble that I'm in a safe position. There's 3 enemies remaining. There was a fight over there, which I said that would happen. You can see that he's there. None of my bullets went through. Now I've given away my position. It's a little bit annoying. However, that's probably a different enemy, meaning that he doesn't quite know where I am yet, giving me that opportunity to get that free kill. The storm's moving in. There's probably already someone in the middle, which gives him that advantage. There's a quad bike. I crawl forward just because if I do, then I get that free shot. He's got a precision strike. He's already spotted a different enemy. Yeah, he's going to be pushed in any second. He's now dead. Really easy. 3 enemies remaining. I still know that there's no enemies on my left. I've read the map. There's no enemies on my left. Now, there could be an enemy on my right. Now, I'm going to rotate into my right through the circle using the trees as an extra disadvantage. There's third partying about to happen. I need to just read the map. I know that there's a guy here. Go for the shots. Oh, it's a final 1v2. Go for my reload. He's behind the rock. End of the game. And that's how you rotate.
Made them pay for it.
That's how you rotate. That's how you win a game and rotate purely understanding the game. So you'll notice in this video, there are different examples on how to rotate in different situations. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Hopefully you've left a like and followed. And I could do different rotation videos if you felt like I missed out anything. Because these types of videos are for you guys to get better at the game. Please let me know in the comment section below if there's things that you feel like I missed, or you'd like me to do another one based on another circle. Maybe another match showing you another example of rotations. Maybe you feel like this is just not the only one that you need to see. Maybe you need to see another video with a few different variants. But if you need to see that, you can always go ahead and follow my Facebook page and watch me live on there every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a video about rotations and kind of hopefully this has taught you in some sort of way. And as always, guys, make sure to have a good one and stay God level, ladies and gentlemen. Bye.